Hello and welcome, air signs. This is Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and this is typically exclusive content only found in my membership area. If you would like to become a exclusive member of Harmonia, it is a small monthly fee. There are two tiers, Tier 1 and Tier 2. Both give you unlimited access to all of my vault readings and extended readings. So, if you see my style of all sign readings and you like them, or you like this and would like to have additional messages to see if there's more for you, go and become a member. We also have a tarot gallery coming up on January 18th, and that is for Tier 2 members for a chance on private messages. That's right. I do mini readings once a month. And yeah, my Tier 2 members get access on those exclusively. So yeah, go check out the membership area. But for now, let's see what's going on for this all signs for my air signs. Calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascended masters. Spirit, what does Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra need to know? What do they need to know? We're pulling at the Character Oracle deck. Now, this may be traits of you or an individual within your life. Doctor, healer of ailments, treatment, surgery, diagnosis, compassion. This could involve a doctor. You could be a doctor. And if you're not a doctor, it's just there's something here about the traits of a doctor here that are up front. We're now using the Rider-Waite deck for initial story play. Reminder, I do not use reversals for initial story play as we explore this a little bit more before we dive deep into each individual sign for air signs. Ooh, when we're dealing with the Tower, you're going to need a doctor for this fall, because usually when you get the Tower card, air signs, that's inevitably a death of some sort here. It's out of your hands. This is some kind of shocking explosion happening here, okay? Ooh, well, you're going to have to leave this behind. It's like, I feel like flatlined, but I just heard the title is, you are going to have to leave this behind. Now, some of you, it's a relationship. Others of you, it's just an old version of you. But the relationship, whether it's love, whether it's family, whether it's friendships, whether it's work, it's something where it affects more than just you. But I feel like the diagnosis here isn't looking good. It's just, well, it's time to leave this. Time to leave this place that you've been in, because it was faulty. It was faulty here, is what I'm hearing. We're now going to be using the Tarot of Sacred Kingdoms deck. Reversals are up for each individual sign. Let's get to it. Libra, Aquarius. I'm sorry, Gemini, and now we have Aquarius. Mess up the signs. Let me timestamp these, and we'll get to it. Okay, Aquarius, you are up. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius, shall we? The Sun. That's positive card, happy card. Rebirth, Leo energy. The Six of Pentacles, liking it a lot. Equal give and take. Feeling good, feeling practical. There's something about this light. There's something about making a practical move. Ooh, we have the Moon here. The Moon, reverse, Pisces energy. This is usually someone here is a little bit delusional. Okay. It's kind of like making rash decisions based upon fear. I got an Aquarius here who is making some decisions, but they're fear-based at this point. They are. You may be a little bit worried about whatever just ended. I don't know what just ended, but it's not about, you're not resuscitating this. It is about moving forward. It is about finding the calmer waters. Do I feel like you're alone on this boat? No. Is it whoever you left behind? I'm not sure. I'm not sure there's room for them or room for the scenario here, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I feel like there's some kind of like, well, I mean, you might have gotten a diagnosis here, but I feel like it's going to change this relationship. It's going to change inevitably how you move forward. But what you are being forced upon is facing some fears here. And there are some, well, I also feel like things that aren't really necessarily there. It's like you're afraid of the dark, but you're not really, it might not be a boogie monster that you see here. Pay attention here to the wolf here. And this is usually the energy here on this particular card. This wolf is also seen in the Fool's card for this deck. I feel like you're trying to be very practical and driven after a shocking ending or a shocking change in your life. You're getting down more to the practical things. But what you are running into is some massive fears too. It's really forcing you to have all the fears of everything you imagine come out now. So you are facing your fears, Aquarius. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you for underneath the deck. We have underneath the deck, here we go, the Two of Cups, okay? There is a significant relationship within your life. Ooh. But whatever was toxic, whatever was extreme, fears, everything that was your worst nightmare has already come out in this karmic cycle, okay? Capricorn energy strongly. With the Three of Wands, you can't take the situation back. There are certain things that cannot be unsaid either. I feel like that it almost feels like you got the Trojan horse here where someone had come in and it was like an empty gift, right? But whatever distance you're making peace with, I feel like you also are facing some fears here of, will I ever be gifted again? Or what if I allow somebody back in again to create this? Oh, look at this again. We got the moon again reversed. This is actually happening for you, not to you. These fears that are coming up are giving you a chance here to break through the illusions. So there also might be some certain things here because I'm feeling like a lot of dream states or a lot of nightmares or waking up in the middle of the night. And Spirit is saying when those times come, make sure that you're documenting it and documenting the time of when it is. Because depending on the time that you have this dream, whether it is early in the morning or late in the morning, close to like 5 or 6 or so, is really key to if this is future based or if this is going to be based upon your past. And there's something here about your past that is being, well, cleared. And a lot of it is codependent energy here, the Nine of Pentacles reverse. It's about your losses. It's about karmic connections here. It's about people who are codependent upon you. This is what is being removed. These fears here of ability of needing others, or others needing you, or you overgiving could be another scenario. I do feel like you are clearing a codependent energy here or a karmic cycle with an individual that is just really not going to be able to be in the same vibration as you, which could be tough because some of you, this is a family member, and a loved one, but it's like you were brought in each other's world to see each other's extremes. So this person is seeing your extreme glow up or extreme drive here, extreme lesson here. You could be a parent, but if not, you could be parenting within your inner child here. This is almost this level here of you have become the parent that you deserved. And especially if you look upon that of how you care for others and how you care for yourself, would you feel safe with the version of who you are now? The answer most of you would have to say is yes. But you wouldn't have been able to get to this point or see this point or to have this removed until this scenario was removed, or this person removed, or this person left you, or you got fired for something, or you got cut off or rejected. But this rejection here is to put you on the right path to face your illusions. Strongly your illusions, I'm hearing. All right, that's what I have for Aquarius. Let's move on to Gemini. Gemini is up. Let me just quickly timestamp this. Gemini. Here we go. Strength, Leo energy. The Three of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Pentacles. It's time to save. It's time to hunker down and to watch your reserves, because I do feel like somebody here has a very dismal diagnosis. I do feel like this is affecting more than one person in this Gemini's life. Now, this could be you, could be another person, but I feel like whatever this prognosis is that it's not good. But you need to move forward. And this is the time here to have the courage to work with another and reserve time, reserve money, time to save. You two are working together to recover from whatever this news is. So I got a Gemini who's recovering from, well, some poor news, whether this is poor health news, whether this is poor investment news, whether it is, something to do with abundance loss or overspending, whatever it is. Your pride is getting kicked here, but you're also having the courage here to face that. And you two are working together and finding a way. And I do see research. I do see, well, what do we know? What can we do to reserve? I see you working very methodically with another individual to ration what feels possible right now for you. Let's see what's underneath the deck here with advice for my Gemini. We have the Page of Wands. Okay. This is an opportunity being handed to you with this news. Now, is it going to be news you want to hear? Well, we have the Three of Swords, which means to me, when it's reversed, it doesn't mean that it's mending, it's healing, it's extreme. It's an extreme pain. It's going to be, oh my gosh, we lost this, or oh my gosh, I feel like we can't get that back. But again, the King of Wands, you may have somebody here who is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could be very angry, upset with the news, pride kicked to the side, loss of confidence. This is a person here who may be used to doing things on their own and all of a sudden be told that, they have to get help or they need assistance, and maybe you be assisting. But I feel like I got a Gemini here who's going to have to be rearranging their schedule, being more strategic with whatever reserves they have. And Spirit is stating here that this sadness, this separation, or this news is going to kind of break up the community, feel like it's breaking up the family. But I do feel that right now your goal is to be very, very practical, and you're not going to be happy with this news. The Queen of Cups is somebody here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, who's so loving, so compassionate, but really understands their intuition and trusts the universe. Unconditional love. And I feel like even with presented with a dismal news or whatever this is for Gemini, that you are going to have such grace and such love and compassion for whoever you're helping or whoever's helping you or whoever you're collaborating with. And it's like, you know what? That's fine. We'll make do. We have each other. Um, because you're not in this alone. 100% you're not. And it is to expand your heart space and it is to feel love. You're going to feel a tremendous amount of love when you get back to the basics with this individual. It is creating a new time and space for you. That's what I have here for Gemini. We're going to move on to Libra. Libra, we have the Five of Cups reversed. We have the Knight of Cups reversed. Oh boy, regrets I'm hearing. And we have the Page of Swords reversed. Oh my gosh, somebody here has massive regrets. Libra, I feel like there is some guilt and shame here for having a big heart. And there may be a lot of sadness and grief about how things did not pan out, but you're at the precipice of letting this go. The issue is, as you were letting go of this grief, this sadness, this moving on, accepting things, treating it, I do feel like you're looking at this from a doctor perspective. You're treating it very intellectual, and that's what you are. You're very much all in your head, being a Libra sign. But I feel with these all reversed is that you're realizing that you wasted a lot of time on an offer that really didn't deserve it or deserve your time, deserve your love, deserve your energy. I do feel like it has switched around. I do feel like someone within your life has deep regrets over how things panned out. There's something here about researching, spying, over looking at something, or assuming the worst of a scenario here. The Page of Swords, when it's reversed, is extremeness, but I also feel like somebody here is immature. Somebody here made some premature, immature decisions here to cut somebody off or to assume. I don't know. I keep hearing the saying, with what happens when you assume, you make an ass of you and me. That's what it feels like. I feel like somebody here feels like an asshole. Whether that's you or another person, I'm going to say it's another person here who feels a little bit like an asshole. Okay. Whatever information that they got about you to make a decision or a diagnosis of who you are, what kind of person you are, or the offer that you put on the table at once. They're realizing now that you've moved on, now that you've created space, now that you have switched gears, now that you've changed. Well, you created a tower. That's what it feels like. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you, Libra. I feel like this tower here was you finally letting this realizing that, the only treatment I'm going to have is if I move on or move forward and just let this fall, take my love back, not worry about this, not have grief about this, realize that this relationship is not meant for me. Oh my gosh, you got the tower twice. Holy crap. You created the tower. I told you. This is your advice here. Let things fall. Rejection was your protection here. Okay. Page of Cups, this individual here, this is a love message. This is an opportunity here, but they're just looking here. Oops, sorry about that. I'm going to switch gears here because someone must be trying to call me. That's why only time my phone flips like that. This is usually the energy here of young. So I feel like someone here is taking up the courage here to learn something about love. Okay. Learn how to create I don't know, are they writing an apology here? Is this an apology here for you? But we have the 5 of Swords. Yeah, I mean, there was conflict. There was fight here. I feel like you finally gave up the fight of love. And it's kind of like, well, the only way I'm going to treat this is by just leaving this. And you did. You walked away and it sucked. There was no winners out of this. But let this person create their own music. Let this person create their own opportunity, because we have the King of Pentacles here. You could have been dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Ooh, well, they were controlling. Emperor energy here reversed. This is the Aries energy. I feel like this individual here tried to have the upper hand, needed to have it their way, especially if this is a controlling boss. I feel like you were either forced out or pushed out of a job, or forced out of a relationship, or forced in, especially if it's a relationship that was non-committal. This person had to have things their way that made them feel safe, or what they could finance or put their time in, because the King of Pentacles cares all about their finances. This could be somebody here who's more an investor, somebody here who's more practical. This is my boring king. He is super ass boring. But he's very nurturing as well. He knows how to take care of things, right? But he'd be very dry and boring. But when it's combined here with the Emperor reverse, also has a little bit of flair of egotistical tendencies here, or narcissistic tendencies here. And we all have narcissistic traits, but this person has high narcissistic traits when it comes to insecurity. So I feel like you were dealing with somebody here who felt like they knew you, felt like they knew what they were doing, and thinking they were creating the tower moment, but really it was you who created the tower moment here, because the diagnosis was, well, I think it's almost like they said that you were the problem, and you're going, well, no, I actually think the best treatment I have is to leave this, because I think it's you, right? It's that energy. I feel like there's an energy here that as soon as you walked away, this individual is realizing, oh my gosh, I cannot control Libra. Libra is really away. And this person here is learning to reopen their heart space here. So do not be surprised if this person comes back with an apology or a small love offer, but it is immature. It is something small. So just keep that in mind. Make sure their actions line up with not just their words, but with how they present themselves, and give it time and space. Don't jump into anything right away, especially if this is love. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed these readings. Like I said, if this resonated with you, let me know. If you would like to see more of this reading, you most certainly can. Just come and join us at harmoniafriends.com. Look for the All Signs reading that was posted on January 17th. And if not, I will see you guys next time. Take care.